Oh, man. I can't believe, yo, shout out to Poll Counter TV, man. God damn it. I cannot believe I missed this shit. I cannot believe that I wasn't the first Negro on YouTube to say this shit. I cannot believe this shit. This is a injustice that is being done to Timothy Bradley, the world champ. This is an injustice. See, I had to make this video. It had to be made. After I watched Poll Counter's video, I feel liable to make this video because he is the only person on YouTube that I personally watch that has mentioned this shit. Something that hit me clear on fight night on June 9th, and nobody else talked about it. Where the fuck were the cameras at when Manny Pacquiao was getting his legs massaged? Where the fuck were the cameras at? You know, they try to have their little 24/7s during the fight. Where were the cameras at? They had the cameras keep going on Bradley, back and forth on Bradley, showing what Bradley's doing in his locker room. Where were the cameras at on Manny Pacquiao? That's very, very fishy. Very, very suspect. Because this is a guy that there's a possibility, it's 50-50 that he could be on roids. Had that been Timmy, and he had went somewhere and you didn't know where he was at, or he was getting his legs massaged or running a treadmill or whatever the fuck he was doing, it would have been a whole issue. They goddamn wanted to call the fight off almost when Margarito drunk some damn caffeine. But Manny can just do a little disappearing act. He fucking Houdini all of a sudden, and nobody mentioned that shit. Why? Because even as fans on fucking YouTube, there's not enough neutral fucking channels. Everybody's just pro Pacquiao on the shit. Because Pacquiao got robbed. Right? Let me calm down, man. That's how I feel right now. Where the fuck were the cameras at when Manny Pacquiao was getting his legs supposedly massaged? Pacquiao's not on roids. It hasn't been proven. You're right. People, when we keep saying this shit, it hasn't been proven that he's on roids. I myself say it in videos. You know, I'm not going to knock Pacquiao for it because it hasn't been proven. But I think Poll Counter made a great point. That is the fucking point. It hasn't been proven. Now, motherfuckers that are watching my latest videos are going to feel that I'm sticking up for my black American fighter that I did want to win, to be honest. But the reason I wanted him to win is not just because he's my race. Is there a problem with that? No. It's because he's the underdog. So if you've been following with me, you know I fuck with the underdog. I always want the underdog to win. Manny at one time in boxing was the underdog until he won a couple fights and jumped weight classes drastically. Now everybody wants to ride his dick. And they don't want to subject them to the same thing that we subject other fighters to. Because he's suddenly God now in the boxing world. So he can do Houdini disappearing acts, and nobody even mentions this shit in any of the videos. Where the fuck was the cameras at when Manny Pacquiao did his disappearing act? And he was getting his legs massaged, or he was running the treadmill to avoid leg cramping. Where were the cameras at showing us that shit? They had the cameras back on him when he was coming back down the hall, smiling his ass off. Did Bradley just beat a roided up Manny Pacquiao? Did Bradley just beat a roided up Manny Pacquiao? Okay, so you say Bradley lost. Did Bradley just compete with a roided up Manny Pacquiao and did pretty damn good? But the fight was a robbery, right? The fight was a robbery. Manny's not on roids. It hasn't been proven, right? And see, that's the point. It hasn't been proven either way. So let's just leave it right there. Slideways is pro-anti Manny Pacquiao now. No, Slideways is neutral like I always been. It's just that the bright lights are on Manny Pacquiao now, and I'm calling them out. Where the fuck was he at? Where was the cameras at? On fight night. I said the same shit to myself, but this whole fucking controversy and all this back and forth about, oh, Bradley got blown out, Manny Pacquiao got robbed, I forgot to mention it until the poll brought this shit up. I forgot, with all this controversy bullshit going on, I forgot something that stuck out to me originally when I was watching the fight live. Where the fuck were the cameras at when Manny Pacquiao was getting his legs massaged? Or stretched? Or running the treadmill? Where were the cameras at? Why they had it on Bradley pacing back and forth? And then they giving Bradley extra interviews and shit, trying to get in his head psychologically. That shit didn't work. Everybody's feeling sorry for Manny Pacquiao. And for the people, let me just end the video like this. For the people that think Paul Williams versus it was Landry Lauer, who damn near almost stopped P. Will a couple times, who are comparing this fight, that fight, to saying that Manny Pacquiao versus Tim Bradley is equal, in equal depth in terms of robbery, in terms of statistics. You're fucking high as shit. In the great words of Roger Mayweather, you don't know shit about boxing if you believe that. That's to anybody that believes that shit is a comparison. That's my opinion. You must not know as much as about boxing as I thought you would know. To anybody that said that shit. I'm out of here.